So m square plus 1, m square minus 1. What are you noticing here, guys? That this part can be further split into a plus b, a minus b. Why? Hello all, welcome back to my channel Crack It with CK. In the series of factorization, we have done these two in the previous videos. Today we are going to do differences of square, which will be phase 3 of factorization. Let us see what we have. Okay, in these kind of sums, this is the identity that we are going to use. Okay, so it's the question has to be in this form. A has to be a perfect square, B has to be a perfect square, and there has to be a minus sign in between. Only then we can use this method. Let us see. In the very first one, what is x square the perfect square of? It is of x, and 25 is of the number 5. X square is the square of x, which I put in this bracket. 25 is the square of the number 5, which I put in the bracket, and I put the square. Now what has this become? This has become a square minus b square. So I will simply write whatever is inside the bracket. A plus b, x plus 5, a minus b. That's it. Let's move to the next question. Okay, before moving to the next question, I want to show you a table. This is the table, guys. Most of you must be knowing the perfect squares, but those who don't know, take a screenshot of this perfect square table. This means the square of 5 is 25, the square of 9 is 81. At the same time, the square root of 64 is 8, square root of it. Okay, so this square is what? The number multiplied by itself will give you the square of a number. Okay, question number 2. Are these both perfect squares? Yes, this is the perfect square of the letter y, and this is of the number 7. Look here in the table. So what do we do now? Put y in the bracket minus 7. We have a square minus b square now in this form. This is a square minus b square. We are simply going to write whatever is there inside the bracket, one with the plus sign in between and the other with the minus sign in between. That's it. Okay, question 3, I'm going a little faster now. A square minus 10 square. A plus 10, A minus 10. Just sit with a notebook and a pen and do it along with me. It will really help you. Trust me. Question 4. Now this is becoming a little repetitive, but we are going to come to a little different kind of sums. What is the square root of 121, guys? K square minus 11 square. So k plus 11 and k minus 11. Okay, now look at question number 6, guys. It is m raised to the power 4. What does it mean? It is the square of m square. Minus 1 is the square of 1. You have to be very careful when you have 1, guys, because 1 has a perfect square and it does have a square root also. Now in this case, whatever is inside the bracket I have to write, right? So m square plus 1, m square minus 1. What are you noticing here, guys? That this part can be further split into a plus b, a minus b. Why? Because we have all the things that satisfy this identity. A square, m square is the square of m, 1 is the square of 1, and there is a minus sign in between. So we are going to split this further, but this remains the same. We cannot do anything to this because over here we have a plus sign and not a minus sign. So the first bracket we have to keep that as it is. M square minus 1 will become m plus 1, m minus 1. Okay, if you forget the second split, you will lose marks. Okay, what do we have here? This n raised to the power 4 is the square of n square minus 4 square. Whatever is inside the bracket, I am going to write once with the plus sign in between and once with a minus sign in between. Is a further split possible? Yes. Not with the first one because it has a plus sign in between, but n plus 2, n minus 2. Okay, now see what we have, guys. Now what is happening over here? This 8 is not a perfect square, neither is 50. So what do? First take out the highest common factor, which is 2 in this case. 4x square minus 25. If you all have watched my previous videos, you will understand what I'm doing. Otherwise, please watch that before this. Now what has happened? This 2 has come out. Now this has become the identity which we want to use. So this 2 remains outside the bracket. 2x square minus 5 square. So 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5. We will do some more of this type. Over here, what is it? 5. 5 is the common factor. 5 4s are 20. A square minus 5 9s is 45. Further splitting is possible? Yes, of course. 5. 2a plus 3b. 2a minus 3b. 3 is common. X raised to the power 4 minus 16. Okay. So 3 x square square minus 4 square. 3 x square plus 4 x square minus 4. Further splitting is possible. 3 x square plus 4 x plus 2 x minus 2. 6 is common. Y raised to the power 4 minus 16 because 6 into 16 is 96. 6 is common, will remain out. Y square square minus 4 square. 6 is common. Y square plus 4. Y square minus 4. 6 is common. Again, same thing we copy down. Y plus 2. Y minus 2. Okay, in the fifth one, what is common, guys? 5. 9m square minus 4n square. So 5 remains out. 3m plus 2n. 3m minus 2n. I think now all this is understood. It is pretty easy. If you want, you can watch it once more before you attempt the test that I'm going to bring up now. Okay, this is it. Try this test, pause the video, and I will reveal the answers in just a bit. Let me know who all got all correct, and those of you all who thought that this is perfect square, both are perfect squares, and that is why you did 3m plus 6 and 3m minus 6. Here what is happening, guys, here there is a common factor 3 which needs to come out. So the very first step that you need to do in these kind of sums is first take the common factor out, highest common factor, and then see whether you can split it further. Okay guys, that is all for today. I hope you have understood this lesson very well. I will be uploading the next phases very soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.